Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your mid to end of May 2022 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps with the algorithm on YouTube and is greatly appreciated, so thank you so much. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. And I want to apologize if my voice sounds stuffy. I have really bad allergies. Okay, so let's take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. The Tower. So the Tower is profound and intense change. This change could have already happened. It's shaken us up. It's something where we feel like we haven't really gotten our footing from it. This could be happening now. We're apprehensive. How do I step forward? How do I move forward? Where is it that I want to be? And again, this could have been past change, or this could be present change right now. It's just still affecting us. And so we need to be very aware of it and very aware of our response to that traumatic period within our lives. The Tower doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It is change that we are adapting to. So a person can have the Tower come up as change that they need to be mindful of. They could be getting married, or you could be, starting just a new business or something like that, right? And it's a joyous thing. You're super excited about it, but getting your footing, finding your way forward as your life has changed, that's going to take time. And that's going to be something that, again, needs to be acknowledged. So looking at it that way, not that it has to be something bad, because I do know the Tower, even when I first started with the tarot, there we go. Whenever I saw the Tower, I was like, oh no, it's terrible. It doesn't have to be terrible. It's just intense. And this is going to be something that we need to be aware of, that this intensity is coming forward for us, Scorpio. And let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And this is divine wisdom. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. Divinity is guiding us. There's going to be times where it's like, I just know. And that's our soul star chakra coming forward. And it's that divine knowledge coming within us. We do just know. We are being guided, being shown a way forward. And it's time to embrace that. We can find it hard to embrace at times because we want something more concrete than just an instinct. But, spirit works in mysterious ways. Let's look at our tarot energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So we're just going to turn everything over all at once. we're starting here where we are right now. And we're at a place where we're kind of out of balance. There's so much that we're trying to juggle. There's so much that we're overloaded with. I'm just seeing a plate that is too full. And it's kind of like you have to eat everything on your plate. That energy of, I have to get this all done. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And the thing that we're going to sacrifice is ourselves. So, when you try to eat too much and then you feel sick and you can throw up or, anything like that, that's kind of where we are right now. It's kind of like we just feel a little bit like, I just feel nauseous. Like, it's just like, this is too much and I can't take it on. So letting some things go or stepping back and saying, you know what, you can do this, or I would like help. That's going to be really important. Now, if we don't have that during this time, because some of us just don't, there is going to be this need to say, okay, what do I need to do right now? And really prioritize things, really make things astoundingly clear for yourself, because everybody's just going to be putting more and more on your plate. If you don't have clear boundaries, they're just going to keep on putting more on. So being aware of this is going to be very important during this time. Our challenge, Scorpio, this is a very Scorpio challenge, because we're seeing things more deeply than others. We're connecting more deeply. And what's happening here is we're having a really hard time trusting that voice, that divine wisdom that's coming down. And because we're having a hard time trusting our own instincts, we're not sure the way that we should be moving forward or what we should be going after. There are so many questions that are coming up. The challenge is the fact that the veil is being lifted. We're seeing things in a very different light, and to embrace that difference, that instincts, the sense of what we want and the sense of what we know to be true in our hearts or just energy-wise around us. We're having a really hard time tapping into that. And yet it is like one of the most pivotal parts of our personality, Scorpio. That sense of just knowing, that sense of being able to connect. And also not being pulled into everything. We seem to be right now being pulled into other people's dramas or even our own dramas. Like they're taking on a life of their own. And it's like, no. This needs to stop. Yeah, Spirit is very clear. It's like clear boundaries, and it needs to calm down. There needs to be a centering. It moves us to what we're focusing on. And it's the Two of Cups. It's healing, beautiful love. It is connection. It is beauty. It is insight. It is our angels blessing us. And there's a real sense of, this is where I want to be for me. Like, this is what I need. The Two of Cups comes into play. And what we are focusing on is the sense of, I'm healing through love and connection. And that is going to be something, it's so important right now. And what Spirit is showing is the sense of, we can be sacrificing for this love. Like, this love is so important that's kind of why we're taking on everything and we're not trusting what we're seeing. So for some of us here, and I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but this person is asking you to sacrifice way too much. They really, really are. They are putting so much on your shoulders. They're demanding so much. This doesn't have to just be in a romantic relationship. This can be in a work relationship. This can be in a friendship. But this person is really demanding way more for you than they're willing to bring to the table. So being aware of that is going to be, very important during this time. But there's also this sense of, I need to embrace love and balance and harmony. And we need to embrace that within ourselves. So for some of us, yes, we might be able to embrace this love with another person. But for a good deal of us, it's embracing this love for ourselves, within ourselves, that duality of our spirit and what we desire. And it brings us to our past, which is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift. We're so busy looking at things one way that we kind of feel like something passed us by. That's because it did. Or something took us out of what we were focusing on and we were really resentful of it. That's because we were. And what's happening now is that Spirit is saying, how do I move forward? Where is it that I want to be? What's important to me? And we're looking at this past incident, and instead of saying, I'm going to repeat this, we're looking at it and being like, what do I need to look at here so that I don't repeat what has happened before? Because that's not something I want. And so there's a stepping into where we want to be and what's important for us. Now it moves us to our greatest strength. And I love that our greatest strength here is the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. This is duality. This is the Minor Arcana Lovers card, right? Right here, the Two of Cups, that Minor Arcana Lovers card coming into play. And here, this is a much more mature love. So this person here, taking advantage, they don't love as deeply as the Lovers do. Again, this is a duality, this is a complexity, and it's just going to be a dual complex time. There is a really great sense of our angels connecting with us, but there's also a great sense of, I want to surround myself with beautiful, lovely things. I want to embrace what I love within my life, or I want to embrace what I love, period, and stop. And there's such a beauty moving us forward. And there's such a sense of, my heart guides me. And so during this time, that's what Spirit keeps on saying, my heart guides me, my heart guides me. During this time here, Scorpio, we have to be kind of bold enough to say, my heart guides me. I need and want to surround myself with beautiful things. I need and want to have this beauty within my life. Now, I'm going to link in the description box below, and if I forget, let me know, and I'll put it in the comment box. But this book that I was listening to on YouTube, it's called The Law and the Promise, and it's by Neville, something that starts with a G. And it was written in 1961, right? And it is so beautiful. It's about the art of imagination. It's about the art of the mind. And there's a real sense of opening up what we love through opening up to our mind, what we desire, what we need, who we are. And that's going to be really important for us. There's this real sense of, this is what my heart longs for. And it brings us to our near future. Our love is being tested. You see here how the Devil and the Lovers are reversed, right? Here you have the love and the blessing of the angels. Here you have the chains and the control of the devil. So our near future is a sense of this love being corrupted, or, people looking at us and saying, oh, you love that, or you're going after that, or you're doing that. Like, what is wrong with you? And we're going to be being tested during this time to really stand and say, this is what I want. Like, this is who I am. There's something here. You can even see yourself. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, Scorpio. So Spirit is showing me a pair of shoes that I have. And I was made for them, and I put them in my closet, and I never wore them, but I still have them. And I just put them on recently, and I was like, these are really lovely shoes. Why didn't I wear them? And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing those shoes, which symbolizes to me that you've put something in the closet. You've pushed something away because of what everybody else has said. And now you're taking them out of the closet. You're taking this aspect of you out, and you're showing it to the world, and you're saying, I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you don't like it. I like it. And that's all that matters. And so here, the devil is testing us. There is going to be some sort of toxicity that comes forward that makes us doubt, can I embrace this? Can I have this? Can I be this? It moves us to our suggested approach, and it's to be more balanced and also have these boundaries. But there's this real sense of, I'm giving more to people because I see you as the person in the middle. The person handing out the blessings, making sure that things are fair. There is an energy here of, I'm seeing things more profoundly, more powerfully, more openly, more honestly than I had before. And I get to hand out to the world what I need them to have. And it is a blessing for me to share this. So our suggested approach is the sense of, like, there's more worth to me than what I had known or what I had embraced before. And it leads us to what we need to know. Is that there are choices to be made, and there are also dreams coming forward. Something is being revealed. Something is opening to us, and it's going to be this light bulb moment, this sense of like, oh, I didn't see it like that. And as we're making these choices, as we're moving ourselves forward, there's a stronger sense of, oh, but this is where I need to be. And so there's something coming in where, and I'm just hearing everybody trying to tell you what to choose or trying to tell you how to be, and it's like, no, listen to yourself and open up this door, because it brings us to our hopes and our fears. We want to recreate something from our past. It's very important to us. There is something here that we've been thinking about, something from our past. And I'm seeing something, like a literal thing that we hold. And it's like, I want that beauty. I want that connection. I want that in my life. We could also be very much thinking of somebody who has passed, or somebody whose role has changed within the family dynamic, and it's like, I want to pick up their mantle. I want to pick up this blessing. I'm just seeing like I'm seeing a pair of gold jewelry, right, being held in the hand, and it's like we're looking at it. We're not putting it on, but it's just like, I want to connect with you, and so I'm going to connect with you through earrings, a bracelet, it's just gold jewelry, and there's one distinct piece. And you could have the person's jewelry, box or bag, or, whatever they kept their jewelry in. They have distinct pieces. And you look at it and you're like, this is what I want. Like, this beauty, this grandeur, this is what I want. It doesn't have to be. Okay, so jewelry's coming through very powerfully. So I do see this as being in connection with that. Now, it can be a man or a woman, okay? But I do see gold jewelry coming through very, very, very strongly. I'm also seeing here, like, Spirit is saying it doesn't have to be jewelry. For somebody, it's a pipe. And for somebody, it's something carved of bone. Okay? I don't know what that is. But it just needs to be stated. Like, Spirit's saying, say this. Bring this forward. And there's a sense here of, I need you to know that you're stepping into those shoes. Like, you're stepping into what you want. And there's a fear that, like, you've lost the plot. It's almost like, oh no, I can't possibly do this. Like, I lost how I was supposed to be moving forward, and I'm getting overwhelmed. And they're like, don't worry, I'll center you. And then it moves us to our potential, and it's like, our potential is, after all the battles that we've been through, after all the hardship that we've been through, standing, and yeah, maybe needing support, but standing in our power and knowing what we want. Listening to everybody else and trying to be everything for everybody else, it's going to drain us. It's going to overwhelm us. Again, clear boundaries. So important for this time. And a real sense of, okay, this is where I'm headed. This is what I want. And I'm not letting anyone dictate my path forward. Now, let's go deeper into the tarot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh. So we have our past, our present, and our future. What's coming forward now? So our past, present, and future. So it moves us here at the present. We have the King of Swords, we have Capricorn energy, and we have the King of Cups. Not the King of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and Capricorn energy. The Knight of Swords is the mind. All right, I'm just seeing, okay, this is air sign energy. I'm not seeing this so much as an air sign energy. An air sign energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm seeing this as we've been dealing with a person. We've been dealing with two people. Okay, these people are coming up very separate. And there's one who's astoundingly impetuous. Like, they get an idea and they have to run with it instantaneously. The Capricorn energy is very, very grounded. Now, I'm just seeing negativity around the Capricorn. So this is somebody who's very grounded, but they can almost become too concerned with like how the world is seeing them, or too concerned with the financial side of things. So just be aware of that. This could also be, Spirit is showing me, for somebody, this is somebody with two faces. One is they have this artistic, beautiful side. And then the other side is that they're like constantly worried about money, or constantly trying to conform into what they think that they should be. This had been an exhausting energy to have to deal with. These two people, I'm just seeing a bit of exhaustion around this energy anyway here, Scorpio. But if this was one person who wore these two faces, you're so done. You're so done with that inconsistency. And you're moving forward slowly and steadily in what you love. You have your armor on because it's been hard. It's been hard. We've had to look at things differently. We've been tested, right? And there's this real sense here, Scorpio, of like, okay, now I'm moving forward slowly, steadily towards what I want. And we've made that decision in the past. It's like, okay, I need to look at this, and I need to move forward for me. It brings us to our present, which is the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Star. So the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is energy that's grounding us. This can be that Capricorn energy that was completely chaotic before is now more grounded, is now grounded. And there's a lot that we're learning from them. But there's also a sense of, I've stepped into my power. I've stepped into what I need, and I'm more grounded. Look at her. I mean, look how beautifully she's dressed. Look at the intricacy of her clothing. And I just think of this as like the highest quality natural fabrics type of thing. And there's just such a sense of, there is prosperity here and there is bounty here. If I take away the outside distraction and I look at what I need to plant, what I desire within my world, and how I'm opening up the door. And then it moves us to the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the fact that a lot of knowledge has come at us, and it's come through learning it the hard way. This sense of falling and failing and being overwhelmed and looking at things differently, and this real sense of a darkness before the dawn arising into ourselves. I always see the Ten of Swords as the minor arcana death card. There's an ending that has come, and as we rise into our knowledge, there is a sense of, now I see me. Now I see what I need, and I'm leaving behind what was chaotic, what was harmful, what was not right in my world and the way that I dealt with things. So we're going to see past things come forward in our present now, like during the time frame of this reading to the end of May, and we're going to be handling it differently. We're going to be looking at ourselves differently, and it moves us to the Star. A lot of what we wish for, a lot of what we have wished for is coming forward. And it's not the I cross my fingers and wish for it type of wish. It's this is how I deeply want to move forward my world and go after what I desire and open up to me. There's also a great sense of being guided by the small things. So the small things are really going to matter during this time here, Scorpio. We're going to want to kind of be taken in by the bigger things. We want it to be loud and flashy. It's going to be very quiet. It's going to be the stars in the sky. Very quiet pinpoints that guide us forward. There's also something here with fabric, okay, that has stars on it, or some sort of motif with stars. I don't know if it's a bag. I'm just seeing fabric with stars on it. And it's like we're going to be drawn to it, and at that moment, there's going to be a message that comes to us, okay, as we're drawn to this fabric or as we're looking at this piece and our mind is just wandering. That's when Spirit is saying, I'm going to be speaking to you. And it can be that we, either hold this fabric in our hands or we're watching something and that fabric appears, because there's going to be a moment as it appears, it's like all of a sudden we feel like we're in a different place. We feel like we're looking at things in a very different way. And there's going to be something that comes in very powerfully from Spirit here. And it's kind of telling you to stand firmly within yourself, okay? But it's going to present differently for everyone, because it just is. It's the way that we're going to be connecting. And then moves us to our future, which is the Hermit. Now, this is Virgo energy, but this is also in our future. We're very much turning into ourselves and saying, okay, what do I need? What do I want? Where do I want to be? And it's kind of like we're embracing the courage to say I during this time. And as we're embracing this courage, we find it. And all of a sudden, we start to look at things in alignment with us, in a sense of, oh, this is what I needed, and this is where I want to be. And we're tuning out the outside world. We might actually be turning off the outside world and just being maybe very secular during this time, very a sense of seclusion. But it's like, this is what my world needs in order to be happy. And you get to have what your world needs in order to be happy. So it's very much a sense of, this is the perfect thing for me. This is the perfect tool for me right now. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which has the 10 of Swords in it, which we see in our present right here when we were looking, right here at our present self. Subconsciously, the 10 of Swords, again, dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new, minor arcana Scorpio energy, meaning that this is still malleable. It's not going to be as, distinct as the death card, but there is a sense of, I'm changing and I'm rising through change. And I didn't think that I was going to be able to get to this point. And I'm taking everything that I've learned, and instead of it beating me down, it's guiding me forward. It brings us then to our subconscious past energy, which is Leo. Now, this could be somebody who, again, had a great say in our life during this time, who was Leo in our past, or who really kind of like called the shots. There is also this energy here of the sun shining, because Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sense of I am now shining forward in the energy that I need. And there is also a sense of I'm learning what strength is to me. And it's not that brute force strength. It is a sense of determination, insight, ideas. But there's also something here about the Leo time frame, June 23rd to July 22nd. It's like, be aware of the Leo time frame, because you're going to see powerful change during this time frame. It brings us then to our subconscious present self, and it's the Five of Swords. We are going to be facing battles that we have faced before. And I really see this as being more of mental battles, okay? Looking at things, we've defined things in a very certain way. We're going to start questioning those definitions. We're also going to see ourselves kind of being tested. We're going to see people coming forward that, it's not that we have to fight with them. It's that they have a very certain idea of who we are. And they're going to be like, oh, I know you. You're this. And they've put you in this box. You've left that box behind. It's like, no, that's not my category anymore. Thank you. And they're going to have a really hard time with it. And because they're having a hard time with it, we're going to pick up on that energy and be like, well, do I have to be who I once was for this person? And the answer is no. No, you don't. It brings us then to our subconscious future self. And it is the Muse of Materials. This is the king of Pentacles. And there's a real sense of prosperity and, richness and bounty, and walking forward in that prosperous richness, in that sense of this is my wealth, this is what I want, this is what I need. It brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and it's the Nine of Wands. It is, so we have the Nine of Wands here, and it's our potential outcome. Like, we see everything that we've been through, everything, every battle, every incident. And now we're starting to say, okay, I'm standing on my own 2 feet. I know what it is that I want. Here, it is taking and seeing everything that we've been through and coming to the conclusion, I just have to fight all the time. Nothing is ever going to take me by surprise ever again. And we become much more aggressive with that. We have to be mindful of that energy, because we're wounded and we're overwhelmed. And instead of saying, okay, I'm healing and I'm moving forward in my strength, it's like, okay, healing's going to take a really long time, and I have to make sure that I'm always protected and that nobody can ever hurt me again. And that's what we have to be mindful of. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is the throat chakra, listening. It's our superpower, Scorpio. The fact that we can listen when others don't even hear what's going on. So listening, understanding, feeling balanced, that's going to be so important. And just, kind of tuning off the world, or turning off the world, and just listening to what we want, or the birds, or, just even the quiet. That's going to be very soothing and very powerful for us. Okay. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and brilliance of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio, and may blessings always be with you.